major change, which is on a very positive side, is that this generation is open to information.
I would say this generation is more free. They are not carrying too much of a baggage.
This generation is not afraid of an experience, and they are not afraid of failures, I believe.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to another episode of Sip and Sync with Gen Z, where we take a pause, sip on insight, and explore how Gen Z is shaping the world around them. Today we're diving deep into something we all think about, but few actually plan for: money. Joining me is none other than Mr. Tejinder Singh Mokha, known as the Bachat Guru. He's a financial consultant who has helped over 2,000 people across India making smarter choices with their money, especially when it comes to mutual funds, SIPs, and long term wealth planning. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Same here. Thanks a lot, Soumya. So it is, I believe, going to be very interesting talking to you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, so let's start by knowing your background a little bit.
Okay. So, as you told me about the categorization, so I believe, first of all, first thing that I came to know just talking to you is that I'm Generation X. So, that is the first introduction I would like to give. So, I started my career in 97. So, I'm an ex-banker. I worked for almost 14 years in banking, private sector banking.
Right.
And 2011, we started Bachat Guru. Bachat Guru is our brand name. So in Bachat Guru, we typically help people in managing their finances because I believe nobody is teaching us how to manage our finances. Simple basics of finances are not known to us. So we make a lot of mistakes, and because of which we struggle. So I have struggled a lot, frankly. So I've learned a lot from my journey, from journey of a lot of our customers. So that is what we are trying to teach people, that why not to make those mistakes, so life will become much easy for all of us.
Right. All right, sir. So, sir, first of all, talking about like your brand name, Bachat Guru. So, what's the story behind it? How did you come up with this name?
Look, there is no specific story, but yes, um, if I go into the background, frankly, I was sitting in a restaurant. I belong to Chandigarh, so I was sitting in a restaurant, which is Sindhi's, if you know.
Yes.
So I was just thinking that people are coming to Sindhi with the mindset that I am coming over here to get some sweets, because that is a brand name which is familiar with sweets and mithai.
Yes.
So
Right.
so I started thinking that why people are coming to me. So when people are coming to me, what is their thought? So the
Right.
one word which clicked me while sitting over there at Sindhi's was that people come to me for bachat. So bachat is the one word which clicked, and then I started finding out that what should be the complete name. So I thought of Bachat Mall or something like this. So one day I was sitting with one of my business owner friends. So I was just discussing with him that I want to name my brand name with something called Bachat.
Right.
So he gave me the idea that you help people in finances. So he was my client also. So he
Right.
said that your name should not be Bachat Mall, your name should be Bachat Guru. So that is how Bachat Guru came into the being, and we filed for the trademark, and finally we got the trademark.
That is a great story. So, sir, now let's start talking about Gen Zs as your customers. So, like they've entered this workplace with ambition, but they have a very limited financial knowledge. So, from your
Yes.
perspective, how financially aware are Gen Zs right now?
Look, Gen Z's major problem is that they are getting over knowledge, I believe, because you have lots of information. So if I
Right.
go and type on a Google that where should I invest, so I will have maybe more than 1 lakh websites which open up. There are lots of YouTube channels. So information is a blessing as well as it is a problem as well, because over information is creating a lot of chaos, and we finally go into a mode wherein we don't take a decision because we feel it is too complicated to take a decision. So we say that yes, we will analyze and then we'll take a decision. Good
Right.
part. for this generation is that you have almost all the information. We were not having that access.
Right.
We were not having people who could explain us the intricacies of finance.
Right.
Another problem which I believe this generation is facing is that you have lots of distractions in terms of expenses. You're not able to save money because it is not
Right.
easy to save money, I will say.
Right.
There are typically when we started our careers, we were not having aspirations the way this generation is having. So with
Right.
more of access, you typically when you start working, you are aware about the brands. So you are
Right.
aware about the foreign destinations. You are aware of about the iPhone. Even a college student is looking for an iPhone. So look
Right.
at the kind of opportunities you have for the expenses. So how can you save money? So even if a person is starting a career now, even if a person is going from IIM, maybe a person is getting a 1 lakh or a 2 lakh salary. Still,
Right.
that person is not being able to save. So why
Right.
to think about people for 20-25,000 salary? So
Right.
the number one problem again is बचत. I believe is the problem कि पैसा बचता ही नहीं है, मतलब जो सबसे
Right.
बड़ी problem है.
Right. So, like, as rightly pointed out with you, we have a lot of access to reels, to comment section where maybe people with no knowledge are also giving us knowledge, and maybe sometimes, uh, as member of Gen Z, we might believe them and we actually might follow them. So, I actually
Yes.
wanted to ask you that is there any myth that this generation really needs to unlearn? That has been around financial planning or around how we save money, basically.
Myths this generation is having. Look, first of all, we are having a myth that we have a lots of knowledge and we know everything. So that is the biggest myth, I believe,
Right,
which should be broken. Because we
right,
have seen a few YouTube channels and we feel that we have got the knowledge.
right,
So that is the biggest myth that we need to break. We need
right,
to always continuously keep on learning. Even at this age, I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm still learning.
right,
So
right,
the learning is a continuous process. So
right.
even in the field of finance, you will keep on learning.
That is
So that is, I believe, the number one thing. Number two is that in the last 3-4 years, what has happened that people started investing in stock market and market was going up. So they started believing that they have been able to break the code for the stock market. So they have got the knowledge. So they know how to select stocks. So they have started thinking that they can beat the fund manager. So that is another myth, I believe that needs to be broken. And in the last 6 months, reality check has been done. So they now know that no, we are not an expert as of now. So a person
that,
who has seen the market only during the phase when it is going up, that is a very bad feeling. I'm telling you, because lots of people start going into overconfidence mode, and
true.
then they make a very big loss in life.
Right, right. So, all right. So, like for a 22-year-old who's maybe earning a salary of, you say, 25,000 per month, where do mutual funds actually fit in, according to you?
Look, mutual fund is first of all, at the age of 22, I would like to say that start taking knowledge where to invest. It is
Okay.
not that at this you are at the peak of your career and you can save maybe 50,000, 1 lakh. So mutual fund is an opportunity because here you can start with only even with 500 rupees. So
Right.
even if a person is earning 25,000, they can still save 500 rupees and they can start the journey. And then when they keep on looking at it, they start getting knowledge. So if a
Right.
person starts at 22 and they keep investing for next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, at least they are learning. They are going through that process. Otherwise, if I tell you that you invest in real estate, like in our times, real estate was the big thing that you need to
Right.
start with real estate. So
Right.
maybe you can't think of real estate for the next 10 years. If you start your career at 22, you may be able to think of investing in real estate after 5 years, 10 years. So you feel that, yes, let me accumulate a big amount and then only I can invest. So mutual fund is not like that. You can start with even rupees 500 and you can start your journey and you can start your learning, which is most important.
Right. All right. So, sir, since you have dealt with like a range of clients, so what would be, do you think that there is a shift in how this generation thinks than the other people, like the generations before them used to think about investing money mostly?
Look, major change, which is on a very positive side, is that this generation is open to information.
Right.
Earlier generation was very much gripped with fear, I would say. Earlier generation was typically gripped to FD because they always wanted fixed returns and they were not ready to explore, they were not ready to listen. But this generation is open to learning. They have more opportunities, definitely. They have more information, and
Right.
they definitely have much better access to sources. But yes, they are open as well. So you see a lot of people. I'm saying that there are lots of demat accounts which have been opened in the last 2 3 years after COVID. So
Right.
these people are investing and they're getting experience, real experience. These people are getting. So
Right.
this generation is not afraid of an experience, and they are not afraid of failures, I believe.
Right. That is true. So like there have been fintech apps which say that okay, start investing in 2 minutes. You will get the returns in a month or something like this. So I would like you to tell these people that why is it still important to have to have a professional financial guidance in this field? Why is it
Look,
important?
first of all, I want to tell you that there is, in the last 20 25 years, I've been able to realize that there is no secret formula for rato raat amir banne ka, as simple as that. So you can't get rich just in an instant, and you are not, कोई lottery नहीं लगने वाली, as simple as that. So
Right.
start saving, start saving for long term, invest for the long term, and definitely you can create a lot of wealth. I'm telling you, a person who starts their career at 22, if they get proper right information, I'm telling you, you need not to, you should not be working after 40, you should be financially free at 40. So that is what good knowledge can do. This is what a good financial planner can do for you. So people who are working at 55, 60, that means they have done some mistakes in their life. So
Right.
typically telling you, your major saving can be done in the age of 22 to 30. So
Right.
that is the apt time when you have the maximum, I would say, potential, when you can save the maximum. And that is where the role of parents, I would say, your parents are the first financial planner that you get.
True.
So a person of 22 years of age is not going to trust a financial planner. They don't know. It takes 5 to 10 years before they start understanding, realizing that they need a financial planner. But if
Right.
parents guide them, then definitely they are going to utilize those first 5 7 8 years. And utilizing those 5 7 8 years means that you can be financially free at 40. I'm telling you.
Right. So it's not only the role of this generation, but also the parents. They need to see where
Definitely.
the money is going. Right.
I've realized the people who start their investment journey at young age, parents play a very important role in their life.
Right. That is correct. So you're not only advising Gen Z, but you're also working with them. So I would like to understand that how has your experience been with working such interns or your like the people who are working with you?
Look, I believe this generation is much more smarter than we are. They are definitely more energetic than us. So they understand technology much more better than us. I have got a lot of fear related to technology. So whenever a new thing comes, I always try to delay it. But this generation is definitely much more. I believe they are born with the instinct to use technology. So that is something which is very good. Plus,
Hmm.
this generation, I believe, they want to explore more, so they are more enthusiastic and they are learning at a much faster pace. I believe
Right.
so. These are all good qualities of this generation, which I see.
All right, all right. So, do you think that like this generation needs more structured mentorship, or they want to do it on their own? Like, what has your observation been around it?
Mentorship always helps, but not many people get the opportunity. Frankly, I would say, how
Right,
many people get the opportunity of a mentor, of a good mentor? Mentorship. I started realizing the importance of mentorship in last 5 7 8 years. So we
right,
have never got the opportunity of a mentor. So mentorship is can really play a very big role. Secondly, you need to realize that, first of all, you need to realize that you need a mentor.
right,
So there may be a lot of people who try to mentor you. Parents are the first mentor that we get by default. But
right.
how many of us listen to our parents? So that is the problem. So there may be a few people who are in the organization and they are trying to mentoring us. But again, it is first of all, we should be prepared.
Right.
If I'm ready to receive, then only the mentor can help. But yes, I believe mentors can really play a very big role in our lives. A lot of mentors have played a very big role in my life. I can give you my example. So I give a lot of value to mentorship.
Right. All right. So, sir, now since you have a workforce where both of the millennials are there and the Gen Z is there, like these people have very different styles of working as far as we know. So, how do you had like was there like was there a scenario where you had to change your style of leadership while dealing with these, and how do you make sure that all of them are in synergy when they're working?
How they are working?
Like how they're working in synergy, all
There
the
was a
team.
breakage in connection.
Yeah. So I was asking that how do you make
Okay.
sure that all of them are working together since they have different styles of working?
Look, we always feel that there are different styles of working, but yes, you need a lot of coordination among the team members because senior people can definitely they bring along the experience, and young people have got the technological edge and they are more enthusiastic. So
Okay.
when they work as a team, then definitely you can do wonders. As simple as that. So
Right.
the senior ones need to play the role of a mentor, and definitely the younger generation can implement more. They can bring more results. So our team is majorly filled up of very young people. So most of our team is Gen Z.
Okay.
I,
Right. So
I like working with the youngsters, frankly, without any doubt, because they have got much more energy. I get a lot of energy while working with the younger generation.
right. That is great. So like we've also heard about like this generation that they do not follow the discipline, the time that they should wake up and everything. Like we might have a different style of working, like maybe we are completing the deadlines at 4 a.m. So what do you have to say on that?
Look, I don't believe that this generation is not disciplined. It varies from person to person. It can be an experience of certain other people, but I don't believe that there are much of the issues. I have not faced, frankly. So in our team, I don't feel discipline is one of the issue that I face even.
All right, that's great to know. So, sir, as you know that My Disha tries helping bridge the gap uh, between the employer and the employee, and we understand the importance of team and the people working in it. So, we would like to hear from you. How has My Disha helped you in your journey?
Look, My Disha, I started dealing with My Disha and Sanjeev ji for last almost 3 4 years. So I believe number one, I went through my own test first of all. So it was able to give me very accurate results with respect to my personality and my how I think. So there were some very peculiar things which these tests told me about myself because they use graphology and some psychometric tests as well.
Yes.
So they were very scientific and they were very accurate. So
Mhm.
I thought why not to use the same things while we are hiring. So we have used the services of MyDisha at the time of hiring, and it has really helped me. And I keep even discussing with Sanjeev ji that how we can use these resources in a better way. So hiring is one thing where we have used the resources. Plus, definitely Sanjeev ji is doing a, very good contribution as far as senior level management people are concerned. So I know a lots of examples where Sanjeev ji has been able to help a lot of business owners in terms of motivation of their team because he goes very deep while he's working with the team, and he works one on one with the team members. So again, getting more awareness about myself, I will know about my strengths and weaknesses. I will, when I'm more aware, I'm able to be more productive. So
Right.
typically, what is my motivator is something which is very important, and what demotivates me, that is also a very important information for me. So Sanjeev ji is doing very good job, I believe, in that respect. And there are very few people who are able to go that deep and work with the individuals in that way. So my team has also gone through those one-to-one sessions, and they were very happy and very positive while they went through that entire exercise.
Right.
So that experience is really good, and I believe it gives you a lot of confidence while hiring a person.
Right. Right. No, we would really like to appreciate you, sir, because a lot of people do not understand that it might be very important that the people who are coming in the marketplace right now are very different from people who were before, and they need different kind of leadership, or they need different kind of processes for hiring. So it's a great thing that you have made that to importance. So, sir, one last thing. What would be one advice that you would like to give to this generation?
One advice related to finance or anything.
Anything. It can be anything.
Okay. So one advice, look, I'm a financial planner. So when I'm talking to a person who is 20, 22, 24 years of age, I would just like to tell them that if you manage your finances in a simple and a proper way, you should be financially free at 40. That is the only message I want to give them. Financial freedom means that you will have a choice after 40 whether you want to work for money or not. As simple as that. Financial freedom is not about making 100 crore or 500 crore. Financial freedom means you will have a choice in life, and everybody can have that choice. As simple as that.
Right. So more than an advice, it's a big motivation for us all to like start investing smartly from today. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us and bringing clarity, perspective, and a whole lot of calm to what actually finance is. And to our listeners, if you're ready to take your first step, check out sir's website at tejindersinghmokha.com and explore his resources. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
Thanks a lot, Soumya. So very nice talking to you. You're doing a good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.